Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video. Live and living great aspect ratio. I am back, and today I am going to be talking about the debate that is going on now between who will win the 2024 Royal Rumble. After CM Punk epic SmackDown promo return, which was definitely much better than his Raw one. Definitely got more time to do what he wanted to do, and really got to throw in a couple jabs here and there, which I really liked, by the way. Someone who's not even here can't punch somebody in 2023. Taking direct jabs at the Elite and the frickin' Jack Perry right there. That was a direct. That was directed right to them, by the way, for anybody who didn't catch that. Anyways, so CM Punk has established on his SmackDown promo that he wants to main event WrestleMania. And that means the WrestleMania road for him starts at the Royal Rumble. Which is what Cody has officially entered into. So pretty much now people are starting to wonder who's going to win the Royal Rumble, and pretty much now the leading candidates, though I'm sure there are other sleepers out there for some people. LA Knight, obviously. Yeah! I love LA Knight. A lot of people are going with LA Knight, possibly as a sleeper. You got Gunther, the Ring General, as another sleeper. But the main candidates, the main candidate for most of the year was Cody Rhodes to win the 2024 Royal Rumble. Now we got CM Punk back, the best in the world, and he is now in the same category of Cody of being the massive favorite in this year's Royal Rumble. Now I have said multiple times, despite the fact that everybody knows I'm a huge CM Punk fan, I'm almost sure that y'all, if you don't know, you probably should. I mean, I do have a hat as my avatar that is CM Punk oriented. So you all know by now that I'm a huge CM Punk fan, and then my coverage of my support of CM Punk on my YouTube videos last year and after the All Out Brawl Out. I'm a huge CM Punk fan. I 100% was on his side during the whole incident that happened in AEW. But here's the thing. And this is where I might upset some of my CM Punk subscribers with this one. But I don't think CM Punk's going to win the Royal Rumble. And I've kind of said this a couple times on Twitter, X, but it's very, very apparent, to me at least, that Cody Rhodes has to win the Royal Rumble. Like, he has to win the Royal Rumble. It doesn't make sense if he doesn't. See, here's the thing. CM Punk is going to sign with Monday Night Raw on Monday night. I mean, that's pretty freaking obvious. I mean, Randy Orton signed with SmackDown, so obviously Punk is going to be signing with Monday Night Raw. And I think it's kind of ironic that he's going to be on Monday Night Raw in the same building where he walked out, I think it was an hour or two before Raw started 10 years ago in Cleveland, Ohio. That's literally the same venue that he walked out on 2 hours before the show 10 years ago. Luckily for the people of Cleveland, Ohio, you won't have to worry about that this time. So you got that to look forward to. But CM Punk's going to be on Raw. Okay? So CM Punk winning the Royal Rumble to me doesn't make sense because he's going to be on Raw. So that means if he doesn't win the Royal Rumble, he can win the Elimination Chamber match on Raw to challenge Seth Rollins. Cody Rhodes, on the other hand, is on SmackDown. Or no, I'm sorry, he's not on SmackDown. He's on Raw. He's on Raw. And he wants to challenge Roman Reigns for the WWE Heavyweight Championship. Okay? I'm going to be calling it that because that is what the title will become once Roman does lose that title. It is going to go back to being the WWE Championship once Roman loses that title. Both titles are still technically individually activated despite the fact that they've been unified. The Universal title and the WWE Championship. But once Cody wins that title, it's going to be the WWE Championship going forward, and the Universal title is going to be retired. I do know that. Because the WWE title is the centerpiece championship of the industry. So that's the title that they're going to keep. They are only keeping the Universal Championship right now while Roman owns it because Roman started his title reign with the Universal Championship. That's the only reason why it's still technically activated. Once he loses it at WrestleMania, it's going to be deactivated. Which kind of makes sense also in a sense too, because, I mean, let's face it, like, what is the Universal title really going to accomplish after Roman Reigns loses it? There's really nothing more left you can do with it after that point. Anyways, so that's what's going to happen, okay? So Cody Rhodes, okay, has to win the Royal Rumble because whoever wins that Royal Rumble has to challenge Roman Reigns. Like, you have to challenge Roman Reigns because Roman Reigns has been the man. He's been the man for 3 goddamn years. Or whatever it's been now. So he's got to be the guy that you challenge if you win the Royal Rumble. You put Cody Rhodes on an elite class that Stone Cold Steve Austin accomplished and Shawn Michaels accomplished, where Cody Rhodes wins back-to-back Royal Rumbles. Okay? You put him on that elite class because if you put him on that elite class, you're clearly indicating that this guy is your guy. Okay? If they're really serious about Cody Rhodes being the face of the company, you have to have him win you have to have him win back-to-back Royal Rumbles. Stone Cold did it. Shawn Michaels did it. All right? Shawn Michaels lost his first chance at the title to Diesel, and then the next year won the Royal Rumble and then beat Bret Hart. Okay? Austin won the Royal Rumble in 97, and then, of course, obviously didn't main event WrestleMania at all because of the whole number one contender championship swap that they did in the lead up to WrestleMania. And he ended up, though, facing Bret Hart and didn't win that match, but, won over the crowd, officially, like, completely at that point, in that classic match between Bret at WrestleMania 13. But point being is he didn't win the title at WrestleMania, the first time he won the Royal Rumble. Next year, he wins the Royal Rumble in 98 and then goes on to win the title from Shawn Michaels. And that's pretty much kind of the same trend they got going on with Cody Rhodes right now, unfortunately, since he didn't win last year like he should have. So if you have Cody win the Royal Rumble again, you put him in that elite category with Austin and Michaels, and then you have him go on and you have him headline night 2 of WrestleMania 40 against Roman, and you haven't beat him this time. CM Punk, on the other hand, is going to main event night 1 WrestleMania with Seth freaking Rollins, which we already know that that's what's going to happen. But again, CM Punk doesn't have to win the Royal Rumble to accomplish that. Because if he doesn't win the Royal Rumble, he can win the Elimination Chamber. Okay? And, the Raw Elimination Chamber and challenge Seth Rollins. Because he's on the Raw brand. So why does it make sense for CM Punk to win the Royal Rumble, and then you have Cody Rhodes not win the Royal Rumble, who's currently on the Raw brand, and he's trying to go for the SmackDown Championship against Roman Reigns. So the only way he would be able to face Roman is somehow he got traded and was in the SmackDown Chamber match. That's the only way it would happen, which doesn't make sense because you would have to trade him somehow, which just doesn't work. It would be much harder to book that. I know people say, oh, well, he could just come in or what. No, that's just kind of dumb. That's just dumb storytelling, and Triple H should be above that, okay? You know, I mean, this isn't Vince McMahon writing these stories anymore, or at least we think. You know, I still think Vince is still doing stuff secretly without us knowing, because a lot of people were saying that Vince McMahon last year wasn't doing anything secretly, but then we found out months later that Vince McMahon was, you know, he was contacting Triple H on Zoom and would go over some of the scripts and change certain things. Not everything, but he would change certain things. So he did still have some influence last year in creative. And I do believe he's still secretly doing that. Not nearly as much, but I do think... I know some people are going to say, oh, well, they said he wasn't. But that doesn't mean it's true. I mean, corporations do lie, you know. So, yeah. I don't fully believe that Vince McMahon isn't still doing things behind the scenes. But anyways, not nor here or there. Point being is it makes more sense for CM Punk to win the chamber match since he is on the brand already that Seth freaking Rollins is on already. Cody Rhodes is not on the same brand that Roman Reigns is on. So the only way Cody Rhodes can challenge Roman Reigns, who's on a different brand that he isn't currently on, is he has to win the Royal Rumble match. Like, it's the only thing that makes sense. It's the only way it works. So that's my prediction still. My prediction is still that Cody Rhodes is going to win the Royal Rumble match. He is going to win the Royal Rumble match and be in an elite class with Stone Cold Steve Austin and Shawn Michaels to win back-to-back Royal Rumbles. Because again, they didn't win the title the first year they won the Royal Rumble. But then the next year, when they won the Royal Rumble match, they won the title in the main event. And that, to me, is what they're doing with Cody Rhodes. Now, I know Geekdom had said that they're trying to do something like, a while back he said on his video that he thought that they were doing something that they did in WCW with Starrcade, you know, where they did back-to-back with Dusty and Flair. Dusty Rhodes and Flair, where Dusty didn't win it the first time, and then the second time he did win it. This was back in the 80s for the title. That could be also what they're doing, but to me, from a WWE booking standpoint, it makes sense if you're going by the Royal Rumble angle. Because again, you did this with Shawn Michaels, and you did this with Stone Cold Steve Austin. You didn't have them win the first WrestleMania after they won their first Royal Rumble. But then the next year, you had them win the world title after they won their second consecutive Royal Rumble at that year's WrestleMania. So to me, that's the way I think they should go. CM Punk's going to still main event night one against Seth because he's going to win the chamber match. He's going to win the chamber match, which is going to lead to him facing him at night one. That's, to me, how they're doing this. That, to me, is how they're booking this. Yes, would I love CM Punk to win the Royal Rumble match? Obviously, yes. And I will mark the fuck out if I'm wrong. And CM Punk does win, by the way. So, if I'm wrong, cool. Because, again, I'd love for CM Punk to win the Royal Rumble. But to me, from a booking standpoint, it doesn't make sense. If he's going to be on the Raw brand, which is the brand that Seth Rollins is on, why would you not have Cody Rhodes win the Royal Rumble? To me, it makes more sense for Cody Rhodes to win the Royal Rumble since he's on the Raw brand as well. And if he's on the Raw brand and he's trying to go for Roman Reigns, who's on the SmackDown brand, the only way he can challenge the champion on a SmackDown brand is he has to win the Royal Rumble, because the Royal Rumble winner gets to choose which world champion they want to face. So, to me, that's the only way this logically makes sense. Like, I'm sorry, I have to call it like I see it. That's how I always have been. I have always been consistent. And you guys know I've defended CM Punk this entire time. If you guys have been watching my videos for the past year, you know I've been defending CM Punk. Okay? But from a storytelling standpoint, it doesn't make sense. Cody has to win the Royal Rumble. All right? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, rate. If you like this video and my videos, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell for all of this content. Thank you. And that's all I got to say. Best in the world, CM Punk. Pipe bomb. Out. SS Ultimate Goku out. Peace. Also, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, the SS Ultimate Goku, Twitch, the SS Ultimate Goku, Instagram, the SS Ultimate Goku, and I do have a Discord link in the description where we talk about, wrestling, AEW, WWE, NFL football, anime dubs, cartoons, live-action TV series, live-action movies, all that good stuff. So, yeah, make sure to check out. And now I'm out. Peace.